Welcome everyone to Roulette Raceway 3. Today's match is between Pigiero and Vulcat. Leading up to this match, they have both played a variety of games. Pigiero, to get here, won against Big Machete 13 in the winner's bracket, followed by a 6-4 loss to Yanini, whereas Vulcat was knocked out of the winner's bracket after losing to Gord 62 and then played through Rocky McCullers and got a win over Mizuko Chen to face Pigiero in round 4 of the loser's bracket. For those of you who are new to this, Roulette Raceway 3 is a roulette competition between two players who race in real time to complete a roulette spin on Hitman. The winner gets 2 points. The loser gets to choose the next map. The first map will be New York, and we do have the spin arriving in shortly less than 30 seconds. And the spin is in. It is Athena Savala's electrocution as an IT worker. Players will have 30 minutes to complete the spin. If the map results in a tie via photo finish or timeout draw, since this is the first map, it will be another RNG chosen map for map 2.
This is the vault, Vulcat. The data core should be behind that large steel door. That's the first backup data disk secured. 2 more to locate.
Looking good today, sir. I'm really sorry, but we've had to section off this area for now. Head of security suspects and everything.
This is the vault.
Vulcat off to a very
The data
fast
core
start,
should be
getting
behind
the
that large
Trank
steel door.
on, I want to say Fabian Mann to get one of the data disks. While Pidgey's working his way through the IT room first. Now, Athena Electrocution is one of the more interesting Athena kills, as you will need to get her to an electrocutable spot, as I do not believe there is an electrocution method in her office. There might be in the side room. Pigiero goes for the camera box the manual way instead of taking a shot at it. Does grab the key card while he's in there. Vulcat
That's right.
heading in a
Now the
similar
purpose of
direction,
building is that the wires can
which
be
is to ignore the camera
in
box
case the
and
cable's anywhere.
just go for the trank
Make
on
sure
the
the router's
second
installed in your office.
data disk carrier.
And to make for IT to drop by every now and again. Got it.
Which he does get it off nicely,
47. That's Fabian Mann, head of accounts at this branch
but
of
he
Vulcan
does not
Psychiatric. He
pick
should have part of the
that
backup
up
data
without
cooler on his
getting
person.
spotted.
That's the first backup data disk secured.
There is a water
2
cooler
more to
inside one.
locate.
Alright, yeah. Pigiero
Firing
is
on
going for
someone.
the office clear out using the tranquilizer and just throwing the briefcase at the other guy's head,
Hell out of here and be serious. Second backup data disk is
followed by a
secured.
newspaper
Just
at
one to go,
Athena's head.
47.
While he's up there, he will get the key card that he needs to escape via the green exit doors. And on Vulcat's side of the screen, he seems to be attempting the same strategy, does have the first data disk down once again. But we do have Pigiero setting up the electrocution by dragging her body and puncturing the water tank, leaving a nice taser there to
Director Savalas eliminated. Good work, 47.
start some sparks. Now
That's the
Pigiero does
last
get
objective completed.
the
Exfiltrate the
third
bank,
data disk,
47. Miss Hall will want to have a close look at that data.
and he will be out of here shortly. That will be a GG's. There is a 30-second photo finish window though, so there is a small but unlikely chance. But nope, that will be it. 2-0 start for Pigiero. GG's to both players. And Vulcat will select the next map. And he chooses Miami. So we will be heading to the Florida Beach area for map 2. And just out of curiosity, can you guys hear the gameplay audio or? That's correct. This is a first to six game mode.
Will certain Sierra Knox will be here?
Absolutely.
So
Three of these events, and I get a touchy
map
spot.
can end
Merino
in
and
the
Chalmers
match
Rubber
can
Car.
end anywhere after map
Green at the end.
3,
It's just not working.
depending on.
Get that. I mean, I'm still a junior, and I have a lot to learn.
See that red car, 47? That's the Kronstadt race car with Sierra Knox behind the wheel.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any game audio on my side either. I'm trying to see if there is a fix to that. But
Will certain Sierra Knox will be here?
Absolutely. I've been to three of these events, and every year she waltzes into the back. Oh,
Seriously, man. Royal, P90 that.
hello? Absolutely. It's happening again and again.
I'm still a
Every
junior,
year
and I have a
she
lot to learn.
waltzes into the bar high on Merino and challenges Moses Lee to some stupid trick.
and the spin is in. We have Sierra Knox, Screwdriver, Suit, and Robert Knox, Drowning Event Crew. Pretty simple Miami spin. Suit start will be forced here with Suit in the spin. But this should be a typical Miami spin other than that. Now, here's something interesting. Vulcat chooses to use
All right,
the
sir.
crowd entrance start, whereas Pigiero goes with the Marina start, I think. Now we see Vulcat heading for the screwdriver, I'm assuming, whereas Pigiero grabs the event crew right off the bat.
Don't move.
And
Hold on for a second.
oh no, side KO for Vulcat
Good Sierra Knox.
as he is
That's tough.
knocking out
Get
the
those
guard
defenders.
in the room,
We've just got to pick up the yacht.
and we will see a restart. Pigiero using the briefcase
Oh,
to
she's so
supposedly
low.
make his
How's it
way up
work? We're throwing random
the
things at
elevator
her.
shaft towards Robert Knox. Does appear to be going for the Robert Knox kill first, and Vulcat gets spotted trespassing, and that will be another restart.
What was that marketing quote that Palace represents?
Now Vulcat does have some ground to pick up here on this run if he does want a chance at winning, pending a Pigiero rip. Pigiero can still rip and even out the playing field once again.
Command. Got a possible 517. Moving in to investigate.
Pigiero knocks out the bodyguards in the room adjacent to the satellite lure spot, and another Vulcat restart. Does appear to be going for the same strategy.
You
Pigiero
dirty.
uses the emetic gas grenade to Hello, Robert, but did he miss? I I think he might have missed. Now, if he did miss, and it does look like he did, he is going to have to restart here or find another way to get Robert to the restroom, but he does choose to restart, and as he does, Vulcat restarts as well, making this a very even playing field, with Vulcat actually taking a bit of a lead here as he loads in first. Both players opt to use the same strategy as before. But Pigiero does get noticed shooting the wall to attempt to distract the event crew after his briefcase throw misses, as Vulcat gets seen and discovered trespassing by a bystander. Both players restart once again.
Wait a minute.
Both players do decide to stick to the same strategy here, but Pigiero does make an alteration, choosing to shoot the wall before he knocks out
Oh man.
the event crew,
Ready to meet up with
making for a
Pigiero?
much cleaner
Okay, hands
disguise
up.
grab.
Yeah, off to the right. Go, pick up, pick up.
Vulcan, on the other hand, is grabbing the sugar instead of going for the screwdriver first. He chooses to grab the screwdriver in this area instead, as there is one right there. Does just need to be slightly careful to not get spotted, and he will look to activate the sugar lure for the first time in this match. Pidgey takes the shot at the satellite and is looking for a way up. Does appear to have gotten off the elevator shaft too early, possibly, as if he does shoot or medic Robert here, he will go outside. Vulcat now needs to change back into a suit disguise quickly and lure Sierra into this cardboard, not into the side room, using the trespassing sign to eliminate her cleanly. Pigiero seems to be at a stuck moment here, waiting in the bodyguard room to throw the emetic grenade. But Vulcat does get the kill off, and we have our first kill of the match, or
Yeah.
first legal kill of the match, I should say.
Why is this happening? Gotta be kidding me.
Pigiero, now in the bodyguard's disguise, is going to knock out Robert Scard so that he can get into the bathroom where Robert is puking cleanly. Vulcat is now in the mechanic's disguise for Kronstadt and will go to knock out the event crew to take that disguise and start to work his way towards the
Robert
Robert
Knox
kill.
down. Now for the heir to the Kronstadt Empire.
Pigiero does get the drowning kill on Robert Knox successfully, and he will now head the exact opposite direction that Vulcat is heading, as he needs to take on the Sierra kill. It will be interesting to see if he chooses to use a different lure than the sugar, but he does appear to be climbing back up the pipe and back into the bodyguard's room. He might have lost his suit disguise. Vulcat is already in the area that he needs to be in. Just needs to wait for Robert to make his way to the hallway so he can throw the emetic grenade. Pigiero is still looking for a suit disguise before he can begin on the Sierra kill, and he has found it, but chooses to drag the bodyguard or not the bodyguard, the event crew just to be safe. Nothing wrong with that at all. And Vulcat has Robert on the hook. Is He is going to make his way to that bathroom so that 47 Vulcat's 47 can drown Robert in the event crew disguise. He gets the kill off successfully, and all that remains for Vulcat is just to crowbar that gate without getting spotted by the bodyguards in the room and make his exit through the helicopter. Now, we have passed the 20-minute mark, so this will be a 45-second photo finish window. But as Sierra is still in her car, it does not look like there's going to be enough time for Pigiero to catch up, and that map will go to Vulcat. GG's from both players, and we will have Pigiero selecting the next map shortly. Pigiero chooses Dartmoor. Dartmoor is one of the more simple maps of Roulette, with only a handful of strategies that are ever viable. So you got to imagine with this pick that Pigiero hopes he can get a quick win and put himself on match point a score of 4-2.
That's a token for a vault in Milton Fitzpatrick, London
Now, if
Bridge.
you're Vulcat,
You need a pair, and you
you've
gain
got
access, no
to
questions
really
asked. I bet that's where Madam
grind
Cartwright keeps
down
a
and
copy of the Edwards
get
file.
this map win,
Who carries the other
and
one,
you
I
can
wonder?
kind of imagine, based on this pick, that Pigiera's next map might be one of the other short maps, such as Dubai, if he does lose. Really all comes down to
Good job,
strategy
47. You now have both tokens needed for us to
when
get
you
the fire
choose
alarm
these
fragments
maps
from the London vault.
to try
Time
and
to
throw
take
your
care
opponent
of
off
Roulette's
their
cargo.
game. Nonetheless, a win is important here for both players, as it will put them
Mission
on the
complete.
match point
Well
that
done,
they need
47.
in order to be that much closer to advancing here in the losers bracket of Roulette Raceway. The spin is in. It is remote explosive as the bodyguard for Alexa Carlisle. Certainly a very quick spin. I imagine the first person to load in will be the first person to finish, pending any bad rips. And we do see Pigiero already loading in, using the mansion staff start disguise instead of the strategy he was practicing before the match. And Vulcat chooses to use the fast
Greetings,
forward
sir.
garden start.
Stay calm now.
Pigiero tranks the three people in the hallway and then knocks out Miss Carlisle herself. He gets the kill, but in the wrong disguise. He does forget to change into the bodyguard disguise, which leaves the door wide open for Vulcat, pending any bad rips. Vulcat does have the second coin secured,
Toilet smells
and
bad as
Alexa
well.
on her way to the bathroom with the bodyguard disguise right there. Pigiero proceeds to trank the three people in the hallway again, followed by the Carlisle knockout. But does get ripped by the mansion staff in the room. Vulcat gets the kill off, has the two coins, and it should be a win here for Vulcat. Very nice gameplay. Minimal rips, and straight to the finish line. Now, we could very well see a photo finish within these 30 seconds
That
here,
reminds me, I gotta clean my apartment.
but it will most likely be GG's.
Gotta be.
And it is after that last Pigiero rip. It will be GG's 4-2 for Vulcat, and Pigiero will choose the next map shortly. And Pigiero chooses Mendoza. Very interesting map choice here. Not one of the shorter maps, which means that speed isn't necessarily a factor here. However, it isn't one of the more what's the word? Option heavy maps either, so to say. There are plenty of strategies here on Mendoza, and the right strategy to choose all depends on the spin that you get.
You're handling that fruit like my husband handles.
mean? A private tour.
¿Cómo
Mr.
estás?
Yates, with all due respect, we are about to harvest the Malbec. I hardly think it is... Okay.
Spin is arriving in shortly under a minute. And the spin is in. This could be our final spin of the match, but it will be Don Archibald Yates injected poison as the waiter, Tamara Vidal Shears as the tango musician. Of course, we will have to bring in the injected poison. Pigiero already loading in as the waiters start. Does look like he is going to go for the Gumler for Tamara.
It's a nice gesture.
Calls for a cabernet. Don't let me stop you.
Vulcat also uses the waiter start and is going for the same isolation.
Oh,
One of the few times
what was
this
that?
match we have seen
Let
both
me get you
players
some
start off with
Okay.
what appears to
Right?
be the same strategy. Pigiero heads into the basement of the property, whereas Vulcat opts to go through the window, or nope, and climbs up onto the roof, actually.
He can't be serious. He just can't. It's unseemly.
How many
They're allowed
have been
onto the
reported?
property, they
Or
are
I
not
told
necessarily allowed inside the house.
Raceway people.
But that doesn't matter, as Vulcat does immediately get the kill on Don Yates, and Trinks, his wife, just to be safe, is going to go to grab one of the bodyguards as well. Pigiero also has the kill down, grabs the keys, and is out of the property without a disguise. Uh, Vulcat now in the merc- in the bodyguard disguise,
I dare say congratulations.
or not the bodyguard, but security, I guess. Heads into the attic to grab his stash, and we see Pigiero is takes a seeker dart to the tango musician to get him into the restroom. Is going to knock out both this guy and the
How am I gonna tell my
actual bodyguard,
okay?
just to be safe here.
Man, yes, weird noises. I'll have a look around.
Vulcat does have the shears, and Not sure I saw Pigiero grab them, but he could very well have them. And also, so it takes the weapon of the bodyguard. This is a throw distraction, but that is not
Oh, yeah.
going to lure the musician. It is going to lure the bodyguard on the platform so that he will. Oh, he does. Alright, yep. Vulcat's Tango musician lure did not work the way he had planned the first time, so
Right.
we will see what he has in store this time. But you are now in the
Excuse me. I wouldn't
Tango
stand there.
musician disguise. Does also have Tamara killed and just has to work his way to the exit.
Close call though.
Ah, and
I was third.
just like that, Vulcat gets spotted changing into the Tango musician disguise. That won't be a restart, but we do have a 34-second wait for the Tango exit. So great run from Pidgey does put both players now on the match point.
Now what?
Now we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the olive grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.
And just waiting the 5-star screen here. And there it is. That will be GG's for Pigiero. Tied up with a score of 4-4. Now with official confirmation from our admin Scruffy. And it will see Vulcat choose possibly the final map of this match. And he chooses Sapienza. Sapienza is one of the most versatile roulette maps with multiple disguises, multiple kill conditions. Just a great variety overall. It even has one of the best side objectives in Hitman. Now this is match point here, so the winner of this map will receive the last 2 points of the match, unless we get a photo finish tie or a timeout draw, in which case it will be a 5-5 and we will see map 6. Both players choose to run some practice spins before this. Or just preload in general, as we will have the spin arriving in 15 seconds-ish. And the spin is in. We do have Silvio Caruso, Loud Shotgun, as the church staff, and Francesca DeSantis, Falling Object, as the Bohemian. Uh, I do think this is a very interesting Francesca kill. You do have the Bohemian that does require a little bit of traveling to get to, but Falling Object, you will most likely not see her in the typical isolation, I don't think. Both players start in the bell tower and grab the Bohemian disguise immediately. There is a free church staff disguise on the map, so you gotta imagine that that is the one that both will choose to go to. Vulcat exits the bell tower slightly quicker, but does get a body spotted, it looks like, with the Bohemian panic that he chose to do, and will restart. Pigiero now heads towards what I believe to be. He does head towards the mansion. Vulcat does use the same Bohemian grab once again.
Huh?
Wonder what that was.
Pigiero now working his way up to Francesca, it does look like. And I imagine that Vulcat will be doing a similar path through the
That is
mansion.
Francesca DeSantis.
And Pigiero does get the bodyguard tranked. And he will drag Francesca to the falling object located on the stairwell. And just like that, she is dead.
Target down.
Now
Next up,
it's Vulcat's
Silvio
turn to
Caruso.
potentially get the kill. He takes the bodyguard trank, and Francesca is already kneeling by the file cabinet for him, so much shorter of a drag. Pigiero shoots out the observatory panel,
That
which will
is
cause
Silvio
Silvio
Caruso.
to,
Okay.
to come upstairs and investigate it. As Vulcat does get the kill off on Francesca as well, and he looks to be going for the chair boost here to get down quicker. Not so sure that saved him time here, but does get him down to the bottom floor. And now there was a body found, but on Pagiero's side, and he has red guns, but it might just be from Silvio Caruso. Vulcat heads towards the free church staff disguise right there. Does get a body found. The body does keep green guns though, so he does not have to restart. as Pigiero will make his way to the church staff disguise as well. Now, Pigiero already has Silvio Caruso isolated, whereas Vulcat will have to do the setup to get him alone in a shootable space, especially with the loud shotgun being a factor. Pigiero runs through the kitchen after distracting all the chefs with a bullet shot. And he does make good timing, so the bodyguard that would normally be investigating that area is not there, gets the
Two
kill
targets
on
down.
Silvio,
Now
and
destroy
just
the
needs
virus.
the virus left. Vulcat is also setting up the Silvio kill by knocking out both of Caruso's bodyguards. And I'm thinking that this might very well be a photo finish if
Good lad. You made it. The virus prototype will be close by.
he gets the kill off
Look for
here
some
on
type of
Silvio.
quarantine unit.
Vulcat chooses to shoot him in the stairwell as Pigiero
All
heads towards
objectives
the exit,
complete.
does have the
Now head to
virus destroyed, and we are seeing a 30-second photo finish window, with the first finish being within the 30-minute time limit. So this very well could be a photo finish here. Vulcat choosing to go for the stalactite instead of the EMP does cost him a bit of time, but as long as he can get around this ledge, should theoretically still be within the photo finish, I think. But that will be GG's for both players nonetheless. Very good runs from both of them. And I believe Vulcat has finished outside of the photo finish window. It was very close either way, but that will be a 6-4 win for Pigiero. Now, let's take a look at the brackets and where this will have both players. Now, Vulcat beats Pigiero. We'll head to the fifth round of the loser bracket to face the loser of Loop.png and Quatility. As for Pigiero, or no, I'm wrong. I said the wrong name. My fault. Pigiero, winning the match 6-4, will go on to losers bracket round 5. And hold up. There is an updated bracket courtesy of Scruffy. Yes. So Pigiero will go into losers bracket round 5 to face the loser of Loop.png and Quatility. Vulcat unfortunately losing the match 6-4. This will be the end of the road for him in Roulette Raceway 3. But a very good showing from Vulcat, making it this far. He's played 3 matches, I want to say, without 1, 2, yeah, 4 matches actually. He has played and made it all the way to the losers bracket round 4, does have the potential to go very far in a future tournament. Pigiero will make his way closer to the losers bracket final. Now, there are also some upcoming matches, with 2 matches today remaining. The Reaper and Moo will play in about 45 minutes from now, and Luke.png and Quatility will play in about an hour and 45 minutes from now. The Reapers and Moose match will be cast by In4Fun, with Luke.png and Quatility being cast by Rommel. I want to say a quick shout out to our admin of this match, Scruffy. Great job to both players for playing, and I believe that is all. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.